Sophies, you're looking at a living historical monument. I've just survived a week of school so brutal it would put any Hollywood horror movie to shame.
Again? What happened? Did you get gang attacked by a mountain of homework, or did the proctor just pay your nest a visit?
Much worse. It was a betrayal from the school's operating system. Last Wednesday, I stood in line for fried chicken for 20 minutes. 20 minutes of my life. When it was finally my turn, the server looked at me with eyes full of mercy and dropped a bombshell. We're out of chicken, honey. Only boiled water spinach left.
Ha ha. And so the fried chicken prince officially became the tragic male lead?
I swear, a mournful piano melody started playing in my head right then. I stood there, in the middle of the crowd, feeling like the whole world was turning its back on my stomach. Hunger makes you age fast, you know.
Looking at your face now, I really do feel like I'm having coffee with an 80-year-old man. But hey, let me comfort you with a story that's just as traumatizing. My class has a legend of self-confidence.
Confidence is good. It's inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, confident enough to get it completely wrong from the very first line, but still stand up and argue with the math teacher like a pro. The teacher asked, "Are you sure about this result?" And he boldly replied, "I don't believe in the textbook's answers. I only believe in my own intuition."
Sounds like a line from a genius detective about to solve a case, right?
Too bad his intuition led the whole class into a parallel universe where 1 plus 1 does not equal 2. The entire period turned into a talk show titled How to Defend a Wrong Opinion with Absolute Style.
Haha. I approve. I like that kind of person. If you're going to be wrong with style, be wrong, like a winner. I'm actually applying that philosophy myself.
Looking at you, I can already tell just how stylish you're being.
Can I get a strong coffee and a life with fewer deadlines, please?
This place sells drinks, not miracles, David.
If it weren't for caffeine, I'm certain the student species would have gone extinct since the Cretaceous period. School is actually an organization run on two things, caffeine and sheer panic.
Especially on Monday mornings. The moment that alarm clock goes off, I feel like my self-respect has been severely insulted.
I always try to negotiate a peace treaty with it. I turn off the alarm, stare into the void, and whisper, 5 more minutes, and I'll be an outstanding member of the workforce.
And the result?
The result was 2 hours later. My mom stood at my door with a heavy weapon, the feather duster. I ran to school at the speed of light, so fast the security guard thought I was a track athlete training for the Olympics.
So, did you make it to class on time?
I did, but I forgot one tiny detail. I didn't bring my bag. I only had a banh mi and an empty soul.
Wait, you went to school with a sandwich as your only weapon? What did you do during the first period?
When the teacher asked for my notebook, I calmly replied, "Ma'am, today I have brought a fierce learning spirit and absolute mental focus instead of tangible items like notebooks."
And did she send you to another planet to find your notebook?
She didn't. She just looked at me as if I were a rare specimen that needed to be preserved in a museum for fools.
Haha, you really are the antidote to all my stress. Seeing you being miserable in such an artistic way makes my own life look bright.
That's my value. I sacrifice my own order and organization to bring laughter to humanity.
With this rain, I just want to sleep until next week. How late were you binge-watching movies last night to have eyes like a panda?
I really intended to sleep early at 11 p.m. I was actually under the covers, but then I accidentally scrolled past a video on how to build a house for hamsters out of popsicle sticks.
And you don't even own a hamster?
Exactly. But that video led to rescuing wild cats, then to 5-minute horror movie reviews. In the blink of an eye, the sun was peeking through the window. The internet is the most sophisticated trap humans ever created.
Me too. Our resistance to midnight cooking videos is 0. At 2 a.m., I watched someone make steak and got so hungry I wanted to bite my pillow.
Exactly. Why do they have to cook so delicious at the very hour when we only have instant noodles to save our lives? It's so unfair.
Have you noticed a pattern? On Monday, we're full of determination. Tuesday, we try to maintain it, but by Wednesday, we completely shut down.
Wednesday is the mental breaking point. That's when the soul leaves the body, leaving only a hollow shell that nods whenever the teacher calls your name. Thursday is survived by sheer will, and Friday. I think this is the true bond of humanity. Not world peace or high ideals, but our shared hatred for the morning alarm.
That statement deserves to be carved in stone.
Thank you, everyone. I'm considering writing a book called The Art of Total Failure but Still Surviving.
Talking to you makes me feel much lighter. Even if this school week is longer than an Indian soap opera, at least we can still sit here and vent to each other.
Exactly. Tonight, I commit to sleeping early. This time it's 100% real.
I bet at 11 p.m. tonight I'll see you online sharing a video about the life cycle of ants.
Possibly. But at least then I'll be watching it with a heart full of hope for the future.
Your faith is truly more fragile than our school's Wi-Fi.
That's heartbreaking.
So, Battle God David, how has your academic career flourished this week?
If knowledge were free birds, my brain would be a transit station with no lodging services. They fly in through the left ear, circle around for a quick greeting, and fly out the right ear in a heartbeat.
Don't be so falsely humble. Didn't you just solve that math problem on the board faster than the teacher could pick up the chalk the other day?
Ah, that was just a glimmer of light phenomenon. My brain only has exactly 7 golden minutes a day to operate at full capacity. After that, it automatically switches to low battery mode and closes all important applications.
Haha, sounds like an old model phone. As for me, I was tortured by a presentation this week. Before going on stage, I practiced breathing, meditated, and told myself I was a professional speaker. But the moment I stepped up to the podium,
Your legs started doing the disco to your phone's silent vibration mode.
not just that, my mouth was so dry I felt like if I spoke too hard, dust would come out instead of sound. But that wasn't even the peak of the tragedy.
Don't tell me you forgot your lines halfway through.
Worse, I was passionately analyzing economic growth charts, about to click to the conclusion slide when, ting. The screen showed a photo of my cat wearing a ballet tutu and a crown.
No way, how did the class react?
The entire room fell into a void of silence for exactly 3 seconds. 3 seconds that felt like I had aged 3 years. The teacher pushed up her glasses and asked, "Is this an illustration for market volatility?"
How did you pivot?
I took a deep breath, kept a straight face, and replied, "Yes, ma'am, this is my spiritual assistant and a symbol for flexibility in management."
Brilliant. That's the true spirit of someone who ignores the answer key. If that were me, I'd have found a hole to time travel back to the prehistoric era just to get it over with.
What about you? Any divine moments this week?
Of course. A historical moment. I fell asleep in Mr. Hung's history class.
That's as normal as sugar in a jar.
The abnormal part is that I was asleep, but my hand was still holding the pen, writing continuously like a god. The guy sitting next to me looked into my notebook and nearly fell off his chair.
What did you write, the Da Vinci Code?
A line written neatly and solemnly in the middle of the page. Napoleon said he needed 5 more minutes of sleep. The Battle of Waterloo can wait.
Oh my God! If Mr. Hung read that, he'd give you a one-way ticket back to history immediately.
Now all my friends bow whenever they see me. Your Majesty, do you plan to lead an uprising today or continue your slumber? The reputation I built for years vanished because of one dream about Napoleon.
Truly, going to school is like a reality TV show about survival skills.
Exactly. Every morning is a fierce mental struggle between, for our children's future, and for 5 minutes of heaven under the warm covers. Usually, I choose both, go to school, but leave my soul under the covers.
But honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm on a treadmill, running very fast but staying in one place. One day I opened my laptop, intending to study seriously, and then I just stared at the screen for 20 minutes.
And then what? Did your brain start downloading knowledge?
No. I found myself having a conversation with my wallpaper. I realized I was learning how to procrastinate systematically.
Ah, I'm an expert in that field. Step 1. Open the book. Step 2. Make a very chill cup of tea. Step 3. Take a photo for my story with the caption, "Work hard, play hard." Step 4. put the book away, and go to sleep because I'm already exhausted from preparing.
You really are a megaphone for laziness.
Not at all. I call it mental energy optimization. I don't want to disturb the brain when it's not ready to receive dry numbers.
All right then, optimization expert. Have you ever thought about what you'll do for a living to support this artistic laziness?
I want to be a UI designer. Because at least when I draw something wrong, the computer only shows a red error instead of calling my parents. What about you?
I want to be a content creator. I love turning everyday tragedies into humorous stories.
You can do it. If you can turn a slide of a cat in a tutu into a management lesson, nothing is impossible.
Thanks. I'll save that compliment in my permanent memory and won't let it fly out the window.
Don't get too touched. I only issue one praise voucher a month.
Tomorrow is Monday again. The horror movie trailer is about to start its loop once more.
But it's okay. We have enough caffeine and nonsense stories to use as weapons.
Here's to a new week, at least with no more accidental cat slides.
And to Napoleon not appearing in my history notes again. Cheers to our survival.
I have to admit, this place is a rare oasis. Quiet, music isn't too cheesy, and most importantly, no one's screaming into their phone. Place your orders now, my loves.
That's truly haunting. Imagine this. You're sipping coffee, reflecting on the meaning of life, and suddenly, the table next to you shouts, "This charcoal purple is so elegant and posh. You'll regret it for life if you don't buy it." In that moment, my sense of existence just fades away.
That's still mild. The other day, I sat at that other shop and met a perfume review warrior. She sprayed samples so much that when I got home, my cat looked at me with judging eyes as if I'd just returned from a pilgrimage to the kingdom of scents.
That's not perfume anymore. That's a biological weapon causing family rifts. Honestly though, everyone has a passion for digital content now. You have to wait for the camera to eat first. And when you drink water, you have to photograph it from 360 angles.
Hey, I once let the ice melt she completely just to get one flex photo of my chill vibe.
And then that rich coffee turned into a colored water, as bland as the way an ex says goodbye.
Sacrificing for art. You always talk like an experienced rideshare driver who's been through 3 marriages and 10 years of looking at life through a rearview mirror.
I've only been through one.
What? You're married?
One life of stable bachelorship.
Oh my God. You are a master of psychological manipulation. The coffee hasn't even woken me up yet, but your U-turn almost made me choke.
But be honest, don't you notice people talk to each other less in coffee shops now? Sitting opposite each other like they're in an international silence competition, with only their fingers active on the screens.
I once saw a couple sitting together, but instead of talking, they sent memes to each other via message and giggled at their phones.
That's called wireless communication in the literal sense. Love in the 4 era, the shortest distance is between 2 hearts, but the biggest barrier is the Wi-Fi password.
Haha. But I still prefer sitting and talking face to face like this. Seeing your dramatic acting face is way more entertaining than watching TikTok.
Actually, I was trying to maintain a classy look while my tongue just experienced the taste of hell. It's so hot.
Why didn't you blow on it? I thought you were a man of steel.
I thought willpower could conquer the boiling temperature of milk. Now I realize human limits lie in not drinking a cappuccino the second it's brought out.
You truly are living proof of the saying, life is short, but the pain is very real.
And don't forget the ending, but the bills at the end of the month are very long. I'm the one who always reminds people to land safely after moments of soaring.
You make me miss my student days. Back then, the only standard for a coffee shop was Wi-Fi so strong it could pierce walls and a place that wouldn't kick you out even if you only ordered 1 iced tea and sat for hours.
And there was always that angel friend who specialized in borrowing chargers from the whole shop. The profession of roving charger borrower saved so many friendships. Have you ever forgotten your wallet when going for coffee?
I have. I had to use Oscar-winning acting skills to call for backup. What about you? Did you just stand up and wash dishes for the shop?
No, I chose a classier way. I pretended to be on my phone like I was running a multinational corporation, but I was actually texting my bros for help. Save me. I'm being held hostage at a cafe over 30,000 dong.
Haha, you're systematically dangerous. By the way, do you have any weird habits when eating out?
Yes. I always read the 1-star reviews before deciding to enter a place.
Fellow traveler, 5-star reviews are just templates, but 1-star reviews are a whole sky of artistic drama.
Exactly. Some people give 1 star just because, beautiful shop, good drinks, but my ex also comes here often, so I hate it.
Or, the beef noodles are delicious but too hot, fogging up my glasses so I couldn't see the meat. 1 star for the inconvenience. Those people really write better scripts than movies.
Life is essentially a series of 1-star reviews that we have to try to live through until they become 5 stars. That sounded unexpectedly deep.
That's because we haven't mentioned the topic of finance yet.
Spot on. You open your eyes to a list of fees: rent, electricity, water, and coffee money, so you have the energy to work and pay for all those fees. An endless loop.
But, thanks to that, we have these sessions to watch life go by. Seeing everyone rushing makes me feel like I can slow down a bit.
Do you see that girl over there? She's changed the photo angle of her matcha for the 45th time. I swear that drink is starting to self-destruct by separating layers.
Leave her be, it's her passion. You always close your eyes in photos so you wouldn't understand.
I don't close my eyes. I'm enjoying the moment with every sense except sight. Besides, phone cameras have a personal vendetta against me. My natural smile looks no different from someone about to ask for a bank loan.
Ha ha. If you were a content creator, you'd definitely be famous for dark comedy.
I tried. My video tutorial on how to cook instant noodles had exactly 3 views. 1 was me, 2 was my mom, and the 3rd was probably some lost bot. My mom even commented, "Wash the pot when you're done, son." Artistic inspiration died right then.
Well, at least you didn't get famous for falling downstairs or saying the wrong thing online. The internet never forgets, and it never forgives either.
Precisely. Well, my mission to relieve your stress today is officially a success.
Oh, so this was a calculated mission?
Of course, I'm always kind in a planned manner. It's been 2 hours, and we haven't mentioned the words work or deadline.
Oh my, just mentioning it makes my heart beat as fast as when I drink strong coffee. You have to make it up to me.
All right, my penalty is ordering 2 more cakes, okay? But on one condition.
What condition?
You have to photograph the cake quickly before it disappears into my stomach. I'm not waiting for 45 angles.
Deal.